Hello, I'm Jemma Wildermuth of Create on Your Campus, and I'm so glad you're visiting the Create on Your Campus channel. Today we're going to be doing a little project that's so easy. We're making a plastic icicle. You can make lots of them because we're going to be using plastic bottles. Plastic bottles are found on school campuses, usually around lunchtime or the nutrition break, but they're also found at home, and they work great for a myriad of projects. Today's project, we're going to make plastic icicles. So long, and they're so easy to do. So you're just going to need a plastic bottle, or one that looks like this, some paint so it can look like the one I showed you, and you may want a pair of scissors, of course, and I think that's about it. So we're doing this project kind of as part of our whole Spotlight program that looks at different materials found on campuses in different kind of categories, or we call them genres. So plastics is one of the genres that we find a lot on school campuses. So this week, that's what we're going to do. In December, we're doing something from each of our Spotlight categories. So you'll see something that's made out of wood, something maybe that's made out of metal, and something that's made out of paper or cardboard. So we've got some fun stuff ahead. So in the meantime, grab your scissors and a clean plastic bottle, and I'll show you what to do. So we'll take our bottle and we're gonna squeeze it. It's gonna make a crack sound. And then just near the bottom, you're just gonna cut a little snip so that you can put your scissor in. And you can go around and just take off the bottom. In fact, the bottom can be used for another kind of project. This could become, this one is wet, but I have one that's dry. So these are really lightweight. They're fun to paint, and you can make these little ornaments. For this, you would want a little hole puncher, and you can just punch a little hole in the top. See the hole? I don't think you can see. Oh, there it is. And then put a little string through it. You could add some glue, some glitter, and take advantage of this nice star pattern that it has. So save that piece. Then back to our plastic bottle and our pair of scissors. So I've got, naturally my line wasn't straight, so I have a place to begin. I'm going to start with just a small line, and I'm going a little bit diagonally around the bottle. If you do really small cuts or narrow cuts along the way, then you're going to have a really long icicle. So I'm going to go about 1/2 inch of spacing between my scissors and the end of the bottle. And I'm just going to keep cutting. I'm not cutting in the groove that the bottle has. I'm going kind of between it because I want to keep one continuous cut going, and I have to make my scissors go a little bit on an angle to do that, so I can get all the way to the top. And then I'll show you, again, the finished one. You'll be able to paint yours, and if you paint it white, then it'll be like an icicle. If you paint it another color, then it might be like a different kind of color decoration for backyard, or great in a classroom ceiling. They're also fun to color with markers, so you have a couple of different ways to go. It's kind of loud as I'm cutting it. I'm going all the way to the top. So I'm just turning the bottle and cutting as I go until I get all to the way to the top. And I can cut all the way. And they don't have to be exactly even cuts as you go, just so long as you keep cutting continuously. Okay, that's as far as I can go. So this is your bottle clear. This would also be great as a part of a jellyfish if you wanted to make a project like that at another time. But for today, with our icicle, all we have to do now that it's cut is paint it white. So you can lay it over your hands to paint it. It's easier to paint it after. It's a little challenging to paint it after it's been cut, but it's better that the paint doesn't chip when you're cutting it. So, but you can also do it either way. And then now we're ready to hang an icicle. If you have lots of these, then hanging up, they look so great as a display this holiday season. Hope you like this little idea. Have fun making it, and see what else you can come up with out of your plastic bottle. Have a great time, and we'll see you next week with a different project. Bye-bye.